let's get started. Now you've got your toys, I assume, set up well. You remember you can take your legs out and we're going to listen to our bodies. Some days we want to maybe set up on a chair. So we're going to put our hands on our legs. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale through our nose and then we're going to blow it out of the mouth. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let it go. Try it again. And one more. Now just remain silent with your eyes closed. Feel your heartbeat. Notice your breathing. With your eyes closed, start to make those great big circles. They can start out small and get larger. Some people are making large circles right away. Just do what feels comfortable to you. Please do not force it. Don't count your circles. Change the direction of the circles whenever it feels just right to you. Let it be organic. Notice the hips moving. Notice maybe your knees are lifting and moving. Just a few times around, we're warming the fascia of the body up. Good morning, Mikkel. Good morning, Pam. So happy you could make it, Barbara. Just a few more times to warm that fascia of your body up. That's what makes us feel so tight and stiff. We're warming it up gently. Don't forget to change direction of the circles. Just a few more times around, folks. Of course, try to breathe through your nose if you can. And then we're going to lean ourselves in front of the hips. We're going to breathe deeply to one side. Exhale out to the other side. Back and forth. Let your lower back soften. Allow each breath to be full and deep. Maybe pausing at the very top of the breath. Maybe pausing at the bottom of the breath. Now, when you're ready, it doesn't matter if it's the right or the left side. Just put your hands on each side of one of your legs. Take a deep breath. And on your own exhalation, just bow to where it's safe. As you press that opposite hip down to the floor, let both of your shoulders relax. Let your head hang down so your neck can be soft. Let it release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up. Place your hands on both of the legs. Exhale here. Now take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Please turn to the other side. Breathe in and gently bow just to where it feels safe. As you press that opposite hip down to the floor, please let both of your shoulders relax. Let your head hang down so your neck can be soft. Let it release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up. Hands on both of your legs. Exhale here. With a deep breath in, draw both shoulders to your ears. Exhale, pull them back and down. Try it one more time. Inhale, pull your shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. Place the hands on the floor in front of you. And when you gently bow, stretch out to where it's safe. Let your head hang. Let your shoulders relax. Please take a deep breath in and again, let it out with a big sigh. Please take this moment to balance your breath. Balance the mind with the body. Now take a deep breath in. We're going to rise back up. Place the backs of your hands together. Lift them to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Open your arms out wide. Exhale, let your hands meet. Inhale, reach up tall. And when you exhale, the hands come down to the heart. Namaste. Release your hands. Roll the shoulders just a few times. Now let the shoulders relax. We're going to take our right hand behind us, left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Remember, your legs could be wide and straight or crossed. Set up tall, squeeze your tummy. Look as far to the right as it feels safe. It's your first twist most likely, so don't force it. Let it be gentle. Breathe here. Now you keep your hands where they are. We're going to stretch your neck. So slowly and gently turn your head as far to the right as it feels safe and comfortable. Use your eyes to look into it. Look as far to the right as you can, stretching your eyes. Drawing that right shoulder blade back to open your chest. Now we're going to come back to the center, release it, nose to the middle, roll your shoulders. Let's go to the other side. Let's bring that left hand behind you, right hand to your left thigh, set up tall, squeeze your tummy. Look as far to the left as it feels safe and comfortable. Now remember, you're not twisting any further than it feels good. Let this one be very gentle and light. We're going to slowly turn the head. Look as far to the right as it feels comfortable. Again, still drawing that left shoulder blade back and breathing here. Notice it feels different from the other side. And then we're going to release the pose, come back to the middle, roll your shoulders. We're going to do the same twist, adding a lateral stretch. So bring your right hand behind you, left hand to the thigh. Notice it feels a little easier. Gently look over your right shoulder to where it's safe for your neck. And you're going to slowly turn your head. Look to the right. Now your back arms, your right arm, take it straight up. Spread your fingers wide. You're going to fold gently towards your left thigh. Some of you just go straight up. This is as far as you're going to go. Some of you have your arm right down on the thigh. Doesn't matter. Keep the arm straight. Look under your right arm to the palm of the hand if it feels good. Look down at your left knee if it feels better. Everybody's going to be in a different place. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then you're going to turn the palm of your hand the opposite way. Press the air down on an inhale. Come back to the middle. Roll your shoulders. Keep your shoulders relaxed down. We're going to go to the left side. Sit up tall, squeeze your tummy. Look as far to the left as it feels safe. You're going to keep your hands where they are. Turn your head. Look as far to the right. Now that back arm, take that left arm straight up. Reach it tall, spread the fingers, and on your exhale, just fold to the right as far as it feels safe. Maybe you're just setting up nice and straight and tall. Maybe you have your right shoulder on your right side. You're either looking at the knee or under the arm to the palm of the hand. Please keep breathing deep and full. And then you're going to turn the palm up, press the air down as you come back to the middle. Roll your shoulders. Now we're all going to meet each other on our hands and knees. Remember, all of this can be modified to the chair. So if you need to stand up, put your hand on the seat of a chair or a coffee table. That's great. Put a blanket under your knees if you need to, or roll that blanket up and put it behind your thighs and your calves. Get your elbows nice and straight. We're going with that cat-cow. So we're going to puff that spine up to the ceiling and then gently flow it into cow pose. Please go back and forth from cat. Move it to cow. And breathe full and deep. Now, just let it flow. Synchronize your breath with your movement. It doesn't have to be an inhale to either pose. Doesn't matter if you're exhaling to a certain pose. Breathing both ways is fabulous in this. Now, the next time you have cat, hold cat. Let your head hang. Shake it a bit. And then you're going to press the hips low to the heels. Reach your arms way out long to the front of your mat. Your elbows are off the floor. Your head drops down. You're reaching out long. Feel that in your arms. Take another deep breath there. And then with an inhale, we're going to rise all the way back up. You're going to walk your hands a little bit to the left. Fingers are pointing to the left. Elbows are straight. Let's get cat-cow here. Puffing your back up to the ceiling and gently going into cow pose, back and forth. Breathing full and deep. If you have not done this 5 million times, it feels cockeyed and awkward. I've seen this do amazing things for people's spines. The next time you have cat, please hold the cat, pull your tummy in. Now you're all pros here. I assume your butt muscles are relaxed. Are they relaxed? Shake your head. Remember, we're trying to achieve that sensation that our head is being suspended by a spring. We're going to press the hips low, reach the arms way out long. Elbows are off the floor. You're reaching out to the left. Head is dropped down between the arms. Breathe there. Now, only if it feels good. Put that right hand on top of the left hand or close to it. Twist to the middle. Breathe into that scapula, the side body. And then with an inhale, lift all the way back up. Walk your way over to the right side. Hands under your shoulders. Elbows are straight. We're going to go from cat pose. Move it into cow pose. Go back and forth from cat. Move it to cow. Breathe full. Breathe deep. Notice it feels different on this side. Maybe it feels a little easier. Maybe it's not as easy. Maybe your head is getting in the way. Thinking about it is kind of strange. Now, the next time you have cat rounding, hold the cat. Pull the tummy in. Relax your butt muscles. Head hangs. Shake your head. A little yes, a little no. Press your hips low to the heels. Reach your arms way out to the right side. Your elbows are off the floor. Drop your head between the arms. It may dangle. It may touch the floor. It doesn't matter. Just get that nice side body stretch gently. Now we're going to take that left hand. If it feels yummy to you, put it on top of your right hand. Maybe twist to the middle, stretching into that left scapula. Just a couple of deep breaths there. Now with an inhale, you're going to lift all the way back up. Walk your way back to the center. Just for a moment, press the hips low to the heels. Again, you could have a big fat pillow underneath the knees. You could be standing up with your hands on the coffee table, stretching out long. Let your head hang. Now, keeping the arms straight, you're going to inhale. Come back to table, pointing your nose to the mat. On your next exhale, let your hips maybe come slightly forward. Maybe they come all the way forward. It doesn't matter how far they go. Inhale, point your nose to the mat, hips are in table pose. Exhale, press it back, tuck the chin, extended child. Inhale to table. Exhale, press your hips slightly forward or all the way forward. Inhale to table. Exhale, hips to the heels. Reach out long, elbows off the floor. Inhale, table pose. Exhale, cobra. Either you're pressing all the way forward or just slightly. Inhale, table. Exhale, extended child's. Tuck your chin. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, table, pointing nose to the floor. Exhale, press your hips forward as low as they go. Inhale, table. Exhale, extended child's. Tuck your chin. Inhale, table. Exhale, cobra. Inhale to table. Exhale, extended child. Turn it into child. You can stack your arms, let your head rest. You can reach your arms out long or put your arms by your side, palms up. Now, take 1 more deep breath there. See if you can release your lower back a little more. If your knees are hurting, you definitely have to have a pillow or a blanket between your thighs and calves. Or lay on your back. Now, kids, we are going to come up this morning. So we're going to lift all the way up. We're going to put our hands out in front of us, and we're going to roll our toes under, and we're going to stretch through those toes. I'm turning. You do not need to turn. I'm just going to show you the feet. I know everybody's done this with me, but just in case, open those heels out wider. Get those pinky toes if you can. Breathe there. This is not a comfortable pose at all. Then you're going to release it. Relax your toes. You're pressing the hips to the heels. This should eventually become comfortable unless you've blown your knees and maybe you're just up like this. That's perfectly fine. Take another breath in hero's pose, setting back. My friends that are standing up because they have knee issues, they're still stretching the tops of their toes on each side and going to the front, crossing over. So 1 more time, kids, if you're on your knees, roll your toes under, hips to the heels. We're torturing those toes, I know. Open the heels out. Then we're going to come forward. We're going to relax the toes. Oh, hips to the heels. So we're going to come forward. We're rolling the toes under. We're going to lift the knees up off the ground. So some of you are just playing with that. Some of you are already in bird on a perch. Some of you are somewhere here. Hang out here for just a moment. If you're in the pose where your hands are at your heart, relax your shoulders. You're looking forward. You're trying to find alignment and balance. And then we're all going to rest our hands down. We're going to put our heels down onto the floor. The knees are bent a lot. Put your tummy and thighs together. Let your head hang. If you've got a tummy, that's okay. Take the legs out wider. Open the heels out more. Shake your head. Inversion poses are so good for our mental, for our emotional, for our spine. Take 1 more deep breath. Shake your head. Now we're going to come up. So turn the palms out in front of you. Knees are bent. Pull your tummy in and up. Use your arms out like wings. Come all the way up. Touch your hands. Melt your hands all the way down, pressing the air down. Turn the palms out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press the air down. Turn the palms out. Inhale, lift up. And last time, we're going to press it all the way down. Inhale, bring the arms up. And we're going to leave the hands at our heart just for a moment to balance your body. We're going to come down in forward fold again and stretch the hamstrings. I'm turning. You do not have to turn. So we're going to take our hands, press them down, turn the palms out. We're going to inhale. Take the hands up. We're going to pull the tummy in, keep the knees soft and bent. We're going to swan dive down. Put your tummy on your thighs. Put your hands on the floor or a table. Again, if you have a tummy, make the feet wider. Let your head hang. Look at the heels of your feet and make sure they're opened out as wide as your pinky toes. This is our headstand today. Shake your head a little bit. Now, some of you are very bendy and stretchy, so maybe you straighten your legs out as much as you can, keeping your tummy and thighs together. Maybe not. Take another breath there. We're stretching a little deeper. Keep your feet where they are, your hips where they are. Just gently walk your hands to the left side. Let your head hang. Press that left hip forward. It wants to push back, doesn't it? Then gently walk your way over to the right side. Remember, your knees could be bent. You could have your hands on a coffee table, for goodness sakes. Take one more breath there. And then walk your hands to the center, just like we did a moment ago. Turn the palms out. Knees are soft. Pull your tummy in and up. Bring the arms all the way out and up over your head. Melt your hands down to the heart. Now, we're going to go wide. We're going to take the legs out nice and wide. Turn your toes in, heels out. Have your hands at your hip crease so you feel the movement in your hip socket. We do this when we're sitting on the floor, but I want you to be able to feel this standing as well. Lift your left toes up and turn them to the short end of your mat, if you have a mat, or out to the left side. Open your hips and your shoulders to the center. And we're going to turn that foot inward. Feel that rotation in your hip? Let's go to the right side. Pick the toes up and rotate out to the side. Open your hips to the middle. Breathe there. Now we're going to turn those toes in, and we're going to turn your left toes out again. Open your hips to the middle there. Now we're going to bend the knee. Bend your left knee a little bit, and then we're going to straighten it. Turn the foot inward. Let's turn that right foot outward again. Open your hips. Make sure the foot's pointing to the right. Your hips are open to the center. And you're going to lift the foot up. Oh, I'm sorry. Put it back out. I forgot the bend of the knee. Bend your knee. And then we're going to straighten that leg. Turn the foot inward. Let's go one more time to the left side. Take that left foot out. Bend your knee. Look at the knee. See the toes fringing just past your knee? Now, open your hips and your shoulders to the middle. Keep the legs where they are. Breathe there. Let it be relaxed and simple. Only take it to where it feels safe for you. You could even have the legs straight if it doesn't feel good to have the knee bent. Now, we're going to straighten the leg. Turn the foot inward. Let's go to the right side. Turn those toes out. Bend your right knee so you see toes just fringing past your knee. Now, square your shoulders and your hips to the center. Pull that right knee back. It wants to flop in, doesn't it? Just breathe there. Settle into it. Are you squishing your toes in? Lift them up. relaxing. Let's straighten that leg. Let's turn the foot inward. Let's one more time, turn the left toes out. We're gonna bend the knee, make sure you just see toes fringing past it. Open your hips to the center, drop your arms down. Now we're gonna spread the fingers, we're engaging the arms. We're gonna open the palms out and we're gonna inhale, lift the arms so they're level into warrior two. But now we're gonna just do the wrists. Rotate your wrists towards the floor. Spread your fingers. Look as far over your right hand as it feels safe and breathe there. I'm sorry, left hand. Reach back with your right hand as far as you can. And then we're going to drop our hands down. We're going to straighten the leg out. Turn the foot inward. Let's one more time go to the other side. We're opening the hip up. You're going to bend the knee. See the toes just fringing past your knee. Open your hips to the center here. Settle into it. Drop your arms down. Throw the thumbs back. Bring your arms level to the floor. And then you're just going to rotate your wrists downward, spreading your fingers. And you're going to look over your right fingers, reaching back with your left hand as far as you can. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. One more breath. And then we're going to drop our hands down. We're going to turn the foot inward. We're going to heel toe in. And once you come in, step it or hop it together. Now, we got our feet straight. We're going to work into the shoulders a little more. We're going to turn the thumbs out, pinkies forward, and we're going to lift our arms all the way up. Interlace your hands. Pointer finger goes straight up, and you're going to tilt out to the right side. Hold it. Keep breathing. Looking either down to the floor or look under the arm to the ceiling. Don't go any further than it feels safe. So maybe it's just a tiny bit. Now, with your own inhale, let's come all the way back up, and exhale, let's go to the opposite side. We're pressing down with our right foot. We're reaching out with our right arm. You're either looking down or under the arm. Inhale, bring it back up, and exhale, come out to the right side. Breathe there. Reach out with that left arm. Press down with that left foot. Keep breathing. Inhale, back up to center. And last time, let's go over to the left side. Press down with your right foot. Reach out with your right arm. And then gently come back to the center. Bring your hands to your heart. Kids, we're going to do cow pose. So if you have a strap, grab it. If you have anything that looks like a strap, grab it. I hope you came with all your props that you need. We're going to take our strap in our one hand. It doesn't matter which hand. We only have two. So we're going to take that one arm, bring it up. The hand that has the strap, drop it behind your back. The other hand's going to reach over and grab the elbow. See if you can push the hand further down the back. This stretches the triceps there, and we're going to breathe there and hold it. Some of you are pressing from the front here. That's perfectly fine. Everybody has different issues with the neck and shoulders. So we're going to breathe here in this. Just feel that nice stretch. Now I'm going to turn so you can see what we're doing. We're going to take the hand off your elbow, drop the opposite hand down, spread your fingers, turn the palm back behind you, bend your elbow, grab your strap. Now maybe you only grab it low. That's perfectly fine. Maybe you grab to the middle. That's great too. Some of you can actually hold hands. Doesn't matter. The top elbow, you point upward. The bottom elbow, you point down. We're going to go cow pose. One more breath there. And then we're going to release it and roll your shoulders. Only you knew which hands you were using with the strap, so let's get the strap in the opposite hand. Take that strap, drop it behind your back. The other hand's going to reach over and push that hand down your back a little further. Breathe there. Feel that tricep. One side always does feel different, doesn't it? Now the opposite hand, the one that's holding our elbow, is going to drop down. You're going to spread your fingers. Turn the palm back behind you. Bend your elbow. Grab your strap low, medium, or maybe you hold your hands. That elbow points upward. The other elbow points downward, and you're breathing. Are you gripping your butt muscles? Relax your butt muscles. Now we're going to release it and roll the shoulders. Kids, we're going to come down. So we're going to come down in the Hindu squat, and we're going to continue to work on the back. So we're going to point the heels in, toes outward. So some of you are here, and some of you go, I'm never going to do this pose. Practice it. Even if it's just like this, that's good enough. If you can go further down, great. Maybe holding onto a table, the couch, a coffee table, always works great. I've done most of my yoga practice, my own personal yoga practice, in the living room. I love the living room. The cushions are great. Your coffee tables are awesome to hold on to deepen this. I was not this deep in my 30s and 40s. This feels so much more comfortable as I'm approaching 60 now. Take your hands together. If you're in the pose, press the arms into the legs, lift the heart up. And again, some of you are already on the floor. We're going to meet each other on our tummies. So gently come all the way down. Take your time. We're going to come down onto our bellies, and we're going to stack the hands one on top of the other. We're going to let our forehead rest on the hands, and you're going to jiggle your bottom and make sure it's relaxed. The heels of your feet relaxed out. Your toes are softly pressing inward. No muscle energy. You're going to just stay here for just 2 to 3 deep breaths. As your head's resting there, I just want you to breathe. I want you to notice the rise and the fall of the body with the breath. Now we're going to lift up on our elbows. If this is not a pose you can do, and Miss Jill, please be careful with this. I know this is not a comfortable pose for you. You can always come back here. This is just as much of a back bend with your head on your hands as it is on your elbows. Let the heels of your feet flop out. We're going to hold this probably for just a minute, or it's not yin. We're not going to hold it for 5 minutes. But if your neck is really bothering you, I want you to get a pillow or a yoga block and let your head go. If you're having pain in your lower back, come back down with your head on your hands. This is just as much of a back bend as it is on the elbows. Our backs really need this pose. So we're going to breathe here. 3 deep breaths, just like we did when our head was on our hands. If you're still there, that's fine. 2 to 3 deep breaths. Notice the rise and fall of the body. Notice how the body feels on the exhalation. It's almost a release, isn't it? Now our nose is pointing to the center. On your next personal exhale, look over one shoulder. If your head is on your hands, turn your head to one cheek. Please relax your body. Keep breathing. Feel the rise and fall of the breath, relaxing on the exhalation. With your own personal inhale, bring your nose to center, and exhale, look over the opposite shoulder. Hold it. Keep breathing. With an inhale, gently bring your nose to center. We're all going to come all the way down with our arms by our side. The palms of our hands are turned up. One cheek is rested on the mat. So If you want, you could put a blanket under your cheek if your neck is hurting, not balled up. Fold it neatly. Now we're going to bend our knees, crisscross those ankles back and forth, back and forth. And then we're going to turn our head to the opposite side. Instead of crisscrossing our feet, we're dropping our feet from side to side. Then you're gently dropping your feet down to the floor. Please bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Folks, come into child's pose. So if you do need to just roll on your back and bring your knees into your chest, you're perfectly welcome to. If you're able to bring your hips up and press your hips to your heels, please go for child's pose on your knees. If you're on your back, please lift your head up, tuck your chin into your chest for 3 deep breaths. If your neck hurts, please do not do it. Just take those knees out wide and stretch those knees towards your chest. Now, after your last breath in child's pose, we're all going to meet each other setting up. Excuse me. Take the legs out in front of you. Let's get into those feet. We work the feet a little bit, but work them a little bit, going one way, then the other way. Flex and point them. Let's get into some more twisting. We're going to take our left leg. Let's cross it over the right leg. Please keep your right toes relaxed. We're going to take the right hand holding the knee, hugging the knee. You know who you are if it goes to the outside. We're pulling the left knee to the right side, opening your chest to the left. You're going to put your left hand on your collarbone and you're going to use your elbow to point your way into the twist. So take a deep breath. Exhale, point that elbow as far out to the left, unfolding the left arm, spreading your left hand wide. Try to look into the palm of your left hand. If your neck is safe, you're going to turn the hand down to the floor, drop the hand down, looking over your shoulder, left shoulder as far as it feels safe. Pull that left knee to the right side. Get into the hip there. And you're going to gently unwind, come back to the center. Now turn your right toes up to the ceiling. Press strongly through the heel of your foot. Feel your sit bones on the floor. Remember, if your hamstrings are tight, get something underneath your hips. Pillow, blanket. Now our right foot is engaged. Our right hand goes anywhere behind us. Our left arm goes to the inside of the left leg. Keep the arm straight. Spread your left hand wide. Press the arm into the leg. The knee presses back. You're going to gently look over your right shoulder. There should be a lot of tension in that left hip. You should be pressing that knee into the left elbow. Left elbow is pressing back. You're looking to the right, opening your chest. Press through the heel of your right foot. There's lots of muscle energy. Take one more breath, kids. And then we're going to unwind. Come back to the middle. Let's rock the baby. Pick the foot up in your hand or your elbow. Rock that baby. Get the hip loose. Now we're going to take the foot right onto the right thigh. Get your fingers between your toes. Remember, we do all the things Mom told us not to. Play with your toes. Get your fingers in there. Put the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot and let them have a conversation about you behind your back. Work your ankle around a little bit. Go one way, go the other way. Flex and point it a little bit. And then we're going to take our hand out. We're going to put the sole of the foot on the floor. We're going to pull our body parts out of the way, and the left foot is at least 1 fist distance away, if not further. Our right toes are turned up and we're pressing through the heel of your foot. And you're going to put your right hand on your leg or put your left hand with your right hand. You can try to grab your foot or just wave at your right foot from afar. But what we're trying to do is keep that left knee upward and towards the body. We're pressing both hip bones on the floor. This becomes an advanced pose, a binding pose, or it just becomes a pose that you do so you can always put your shoes and socks on. One more breath. And then we're going to straighten the left leg out. Work your ankles around. Go one way, go the other way. Now let's go to the other side. Let's take the right leg, cross it over the left. Keep your left toes relaxed. Left hand holds the knee or it hugs the knee. Right hand goes on your collarbone. You're going to use your right elbow to point your way to the right side. Reach your right arm out. Spread your fingers wide. And then you're going to turn the palm of your hand to the floor. You're going to pull the knee across the body and breathe into this. Now we're going to gently unwind it. Turn your left toes up, press through the heel of your foot. Put your left hand behind you, right arm to the inside of the right knee. You're going to spread your fingers, push your right arm into the knee presses back, look over your left shoulder. Breathe here, kids. Open your chest. Use that arm to push and ratchet your way into it. We've been into a couple of twists today, so maybe you can twist a little further. Don't twist any further than it's safe. And then unwind yourself, come back to the center, pick your foot up in your hand or your elbow, rock that baby. Now we're going to set our baby on our left thigh, stick your fingers right between those toes. Get the toes get those fingers as far as you can into the toes. Put the heel of your hand onto the sole of your foot. Let them have a conversation about you behind your back. This is an important thing. I hope you're all doing this every day. Seriously, this will change your life if you do. Work your ankles around a little bit, flex and point them, and then take your hand out. Let's put that foot to the floor. You want it at least 1 fist distance away, if not further. Wrap your right arm around that right knee, turn the left toes up. As soon as you press through the heel of your left foot, do you feel that straighten you up? Do you feel that center the hips on the floor? Now you're going to let the left hand rest on the leg. Maybe the right hand accompanies it. Maybe it stays on the knee and holds it up. It's okay, whatever feels best to you. Allow yourself to melt over the leg, maybe reaching to the foot, maybe just holding that right knee up and waving at your foot from afar. Take another breath there. Whatever feels best to you. And I know I've got a couple of really stretchy people, so maybe you're holding onto your foot. Take another breath. And then we're going to straighten that right leg out to meet your left leg. Work the ankles. Now, we're going to go into our hamstrings a little deeper in seated forward fold. So make sure you're either up on a pillow or blanket. Pull the abundance out from underneath your hips. That rotates your femur bone in your hip socket. So hopefully you feel solidly on the floor. This is where I love to have the towels because they're a little smaller than the blankets. You can roll them up and just slightly stick a little bit under your knees. Maybe you need a big rolled up blanket. Once you bend your knees and you're setting up, you should have this sensation of being a little further onto your hips, and you can feel your body just come forward. It's just like standing forward fold. We want our belly and thighs touching each other effortlessly. So if they're not touching right now effortlessly, get the knees bent a little more. That's what you need. Once you do that, hands rest on the floor, tummy and thighs touch. We're going to just sit here, look down at your feet, and you're going to get the alignment of the neck, no over curving of the neck. Tummy and thighs are touching. Can you relax a little more with your tummy and thighs touching? Relax your shoulders. Shoulders should not be involved in forward folding. They should not be pulling you into this. Tuck that chin, taking that over curvature out of the neck. Still looking at the feet. Can you hold it a little more? Take a deep breath and see if you can come down a little more and relax your head. Let your head hang. Breathe here. If your tummy and thighs are not touching each other, please bend your knees. Get a prop underneath your knees. I'm very flexible, but just that slight bend of the knees gives you extra stretch in your lower back, your hamstrings. We hold this for many breaths because we're in the connective tissue. We want to stretch and open those hamstrings. We want to stretch the entire back body from the back of your head to the heels of your feet. Please let your head go. Take another deep breath and just go, Please be very slow. Please be very gentle, lifting yourself all the way back up. Once you do come up, be slow about it. You're going to get rid of any props. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to drop your knees from side to twist at your waist. Having your head below your heart like that, again, is another inversion pose. So now we're going to take our knees, let them go out wide, let the soles of your feet touch each other. We're going to adjust the hips. I like to rock back and forth to really adjust everything so that I can get both hip bones comfortably on the floor. Play with it. I want you to have a playful attitude about this. Flap your knees. Loosen them up even more. Now, the back of your thighs, you're going to press them down. This is cobbler's pose. Try to hold your feet. Maybe you can't get your feet. Maybe you're just holding onto your ankles. That's fine. Maybe you just put your hands back behind you. Press your thigh bones down, lift your collarbones up, tuck your chin so you're looking out a few inches in front of your toes. Breathe there. You want to pull that over curvature out of your neck. You want to pull the tummy in. You want to press the thigh bones down. You should feel heat, muscle energy. One more breath, kids. Now you're going to bend your elbows and you're going to allow yourself to come down. You're going to, either your elbows are going to land to the inner thighs or the front of your shins. It doesn't matter. Once you've done that, we're going to use muscle energy again. We're going to press the elbows into the legs, make your back long. Hold it, keep breathing. I like to just press a little bit into each side from one elbow to the other and just get a little movement there. I hope that feels good. Take one more breath, pressing into your legs with your elbows. Exhale, pull yourself down a little bit and let your head hang. Relax your neck and shoulders. No more muscle energy, kids. Let gravity pull your upper body downward and breathe out your back body. Stretch that back rib cage out. Exhaling, pulling the belly in and upward. Please do this just a few deep breaths, stretching the side ribs, your back ribs out. Exhaling, pulling the tummy in and up. After you do a couple of deep breaths like that, just let everything hang. Feel that deep stretch in your lower back, your hips, your groin. Now with a gentle inhale, you're going to take your hands, walk them back, walk your way back up. Keep the chin tucked into your chest. Use your hands behind your knees. Bring the knees in together. Set your hands back. Rock your knees again from side to side. So we're going to get the knees pointed up, feet out wide apart. Press one knee down, point one knee up. Breathe here. If you're not feeling any stretch, get that foot out wider. Breathe there from hip to knee. Bring that knee up and go to the other side. Not only are you stretching from hip to knee, you're opening your sacrum. We're all a bunch of tight asses. We're always gripping that area and then wonder why we have that lovely burn down our leg or we feel fatigued. Bring the knee up and go to the other side. Breathe there. Notice hopefully it feels more released, more open, a little more flexible. Bring that knee up. Let's go to the second side. Take a couple of breaths there. Now you're going to bring both knees back up. Walk the feet and the knees in together. We're all going to meet each other on our backs. So we're going to make sure we have our yoga strap, and we're going to lay all the way down, but make sure your hips are in the center of your yoga mat. Let your body rest out. Stretch the whole body out long. Hollow body stretch. Stretch from your fingertips to your toenails. And we're going to go into the core. So we're going to bend our right knee, put our hands right behind our knee. Squeeze the knee off. Turn all of your toes up to the ceiling, pressing through the heels of both feet. You're going to lift that left leg up 2 inches, pull the tummy in, nose to right knee. Reach that left arm over your left thigh, like you're going to grab the left big toe. Some of you have your head on the floor, and that's perfectly fine. Just practice the leg portion. Then let it all go. Grab your yoga strap. Let's put it around your right foot. Let's stretch that right leg up to the ceiling. Breathe into the back of that right leg. Now you're going to take that right arm, you're going to reach it up on the strap. You're going to hold it with your right hand, and you're going to turn the left toes to the ceiling. Left hand rests on your thigh or next to it. Lift the leg up 2 inches, belly in and up. Bring your nose to your right leg. Reach your left arm next to your left thigh or over it. Pull the tummy in. Please take another breath. And then drop it to the floor. Left arm rests out, comfortable, palm up. Right leg goes out to the right side. Breathe into the groin muscles. Breathe there. Let the shoulders relax. Your head is pointing, your nose is pointing to the ceiling. You're all going to tuck your chin down into the chest again, stretching the back of your neck. Please relax your neck. Open your mouth wide to the ceiling. Stick your tongue out and go. Close the mouth. Look over your left shoulder or straight to the ceiling. Bring the right leg up to the ceiling and out to the right side in big, huge circles. Go one way several times before you change the direction and go the other way around several times. Now bring the leg to center. Both hands grab your yoga strap. Drop that right arm out, palm up. Another breath into the calf muscles and your hamstrings. And then we're going to twist again. Pull the right leg to the left side. You can look straight up to the ceiling or over your right shoulder. Take a few deep breaths into your hip, your lower back. And then you're going to bring your leg back to the center. Both hands grab your strap, pull it gently towards you. Now you're going to keep your right leg up. Take the strap off of it. Support it with your hands if you'd like or not. Point your toes to the ceiling and work your ankles around. Go one way, go the other way. Now, if you want, you can bend your knee and slide the leg out, or slowly or quickly bring your leg all the way down. Once it lands, point your toes, reach your arms out long, hollow body stretch. And then you're going to bring your left knee into your chest, hug behind your knee, squeeze the knee off. Turn all your toes up to the ceiling, pressing through the heel of both feet. Lift your right leg up 2 inches, nose to left knee. Reach your right arm over your right thigh like you're going to grab your right big toe. Please take another breath there. And then drop it down to the floor. Take the strap, put it around your left foot. Send the left leg up to the ceiling and breathe into the back of the leg. You should do this every day. This leg series is so good for your hips and your back. Your left hand reaches up on that strap as high as it goes. Right hand rests on your right thigh or next to it. Turn the toes up. Lift your right leg up 2 inches, nose to left knee. Reach the right arm over your right thigh or next to the thigh like you're going to grab your big toe. Pull that foot over the shoulder. and then drop it down. Drop your right arm out, palm up. Send your left leg out to the left side, pointing the nose to the ceiling. We're all going to tuck the chin down and feel that stretch. Now relax your neck. Open your mouth wide to the ceiling. Stick your tongue out. Mom told you not to do this, but go. Close the mouth and look over your right shoulder if it feels good. Look straight up to the ceiling if it's better. Then you're going to bring your left leg up to the ceiling and out to the left side in big circles. Go one way several times. Change the direction and go the other way around several times. I've had many chiropractors and pain management doctors say, if we did this series every day, your hip and back would be so happy. Bring your leg to center, both hands grab your strap. Now let the left arm rest out. Right hand's going to pull your left leg to the right side. Remember, this is your twist. Everybody here is a pro. You know, you can bend your knee, keep it straight, make it your twist. It doesn't matter if it's deep. Making the shape is all that's important. You can look up to the ceiling or look over your left shoulder. Breathe here. Now, on an inhale, we're going to bring the leg back to center. Both hands are going to grab your strap. Pull that leg gently towards you. You're going to take the strap off your foot. Get rid of your strap. You can support the leg with your hands or not. Work your ankle. Feels different up in the ceiling than when we're on the floor. Now, if you're feeling great, slowly or quickly bring a straight leg down. If you feel better, just bend your knee and slide it out. That's good too. Reach your arms out over your head, point your toes, hollow body. And now we're going to hug both knees behind your knees. Bring your nose between your bent knees, around your back. Now let your head and shoulders rest on the floor. Put your hands right on top of your knees. If you've got a tummy, you can take your knees out wider. We're doing some breathing. We're just taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, bend your elbows, draw your knees towards your chest. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the knees into the chest. Inhale, bring the knees back up. Exhale, bring the knees to the chest, the elbows bend. Inhale, straighten the arms, knees to the ceiling. Exhale, bend them, bring them in. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, now hug behind your knees, draw them in as deep as you can. Take 2 deep breaths. After your second breath, put your left foot on the floor to the middle of the mat, the knee is bent. Take your right leg and cross it over your left leg tightly. May not be very tight, just depends on your body type. Let your arms rest out. Let your knees drop to the left side. You're looking straight up to the ceiling or you're looking over your right shoulder. We're letting the back of the shoulders anchor into the floor. Make sure your neck is comfortable. We're going to take a nice deep breath and just go. Take another deep breath. Just relaxing for another moment in your twist. You're cleansing your organs, you're twisting your spine. With an inhale, lift both knees back up, uncross your legs, lift your hips up, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Drop your hips down. Move your right foot to the middle of your yoga mat. Take your left leg, cross it as tightly over your right as you can. Drop both knees down to the right side. Look up to the ceiling, look over your left shoulder, wherever it feels good. Now let's take 2 deep breaths. Let the body release. See if you can melt a little more. No muscle energy, relaxing, breathing. Feeling the shoulders release a little more. Cleansing these organs on this side of the body. With an inhale, lift both knees back up. Uncross your legs. Lift your hips up. Do that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Drop the hips down. Let your knees touch. Get your feet out wide apart. Bring the heels of your feet up higher if you wanted to. It deepens the pose. Some of you don't want to do that at all. But what you're going to do is let your shoulders relax no matter where your hips are. If they're wide apart than feet or not so wide, we're all letting our lower backs, our hips melt on the floor. Let your shoulders melt on the floor. 2 deep breaths. Try another. Now we'll get a tiny bit of movement where we're going to point one of your knees, doesn't matter which one, point it a little bit up to the ceiling. Press the opposite knee down. If you want more of that knee that lifted up, it can press slightly inward and give you more of a stretch. Maybe you'd prefer it just pointing to the ceiling. Breathe there. Now we're going to switch sides. So the knee that's pressing down, point it to the ceiling and press the opposite knee down. Hold it, keep breathing. This opens that sacral area up. This stretches through your legs. Now bring that knee up and one more time to that first side. Hold it, keep breathing. And last time to the second side. Hold it, keep breathing. Now bring both knees back up. Walk the feet and the knees in together. Please bring your knees into your chest behind your knees. Hold them in as tight as you can. Bring your nose to your bent knees. Take 2 deep breaths. Let your head and your shoulders rest on the floor. We're going to put your hands flat on the floor. Send the heels of your feet up to the ceiling. Some of you have your knees bent. Some of you go, oh my gosh, I can't do this, Elle. There's a few of you here that are going, I love this pose. Press through the heels of your feet. Your arms are straight. Pull your tummy in. And then one last time, bring your knees to your chest, nose to knees if you feel like it. And then simply take both knees around like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling, going one way around. Go the other way around. Throw a pillow out underneath your legs. Get ready for Shavasana. Before we lay out in Shavasana, though, we're going to separate the knees and get those circles in our hips, just like we did when we had straps. Please do this at least before you go to bed, maybe before you get out in the morning. Change the direction of your circles. This will change the tone of your day. Reach your hands between your legs, grab your feet, rock yourself. The only requirement in Happy Baby, smile. Be a happy baby. Stretch your legs out. Be silly. If you want to do dead bug pose, grab the blades of your feet, heels to the ceiling, press the knees towards the floor, pull the shoulder blades down, push the hip bones down, pull the tummy in. If you feel like it, tuck your chin. Now here's the hard part. Relax. And then gently set those legs out over your blankets, your bolsters, whatever feels good, pillows. Arms are out, comfortable. We're getting ready for the most important pose, Shavasana. Turn the palms of your hands to the ceiling. Your feet are flopped out wide. Don't hold any muscles tight. Let everything go. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath for just a moment. Sip a little more breath in. Now blow it out hard. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with Let's do the delicious sound. Take a deep breath in. Let's do those two sounds again. Take a breath. One more delicious sound. Notice that vibration left on your lips. Let that vibration reverberate through the entire body. Imagine every cell of the body is able to open up, savoring that delicious sensation. The breath is right there between your ears. Listen for your breath. Hear the breath deepening. Hear your breath flowing from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. Allow your breath to flow from skin to bone. Notice how each breath can soothe your body. Notice each breath can relax. Let it release the whole mind. Bring your awareness to that spot between your eyes. Feel that area open. Notice that area between your eyes softening, becoming spacious, allowing the forehead and the scalp to simply melt away. Encouraging those waves of relaxation to flow deeply into the face. The eyes soften. Your cheeks relax. Your jaws unhinge. Let the chin hang heavy. As every fiber in your neck seems to soften, release. Notice even the ears are melting further down. As you breathe deeply into the fronts of your shoulders, Notice the backs of your shoulders have simply melted away. Encouraging those waves of relaxation to flow deeply into your arms, soothing your hands as it flows to the fingers. As each breath expands the ribs just a bit more, notice that gentle wave, the flow of your breath. Let it release each vertebra gently into the mat. As you breathe deeply into the fronts of your hips, notice the backs of your hips have simply melted away. Encouraging those deep waves of relaxation to cascade deeply into your thighs, soothing your knees as it flows deep into your calves and down to each one of your feet. Follow that flow from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. Let your breath flow from skin to bone. Let each breath soothe your body. Let each breath relax. Let it release the whole mind. As you start to bring your awareness back into the room, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your ankles, wiggle your wrists. Take a nice deep breath in with any extra stretch you'd like. Bring yourself back to the body more fully, more completely. When you're ready, hug the knees back into your chest. That little skin-to-skin contact helps bring you back. If it feels good, bring the nose to the bent knees. If not, that's great. Roll to the right, left if it feels better. Make a pillow for your head with your arms and kind of hang out there for a moment. When you're ready, come all the way up to any seated position you would like. Once you sit down, roll your shoulders a few times. Remember, you could sit on a chair if you wanted to. We're going to stretch our necks before we leave. Let your shoulders relax. Make sure you're comfy. Make sure you're setting upward. Get something under the hips, because if you slouch, you're losing the benefits. So set up. Let your shoulders relax. We're going to tilt your right ear towards the right shoulder. Let the head hang. Take the left hand out on the floor, move it back just enough so you feel it in the side of the neck. Don't go anywhere, just take a deep breath and go. Simply open your eyes, look out of the left side of your eye upward to the ceiling. If you want, lift your chin with the gaze. Again, relax, take a deep breath. Slow and gentle, rotate your nose, looking down at your left knee. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath. Little yeses with your chin. Bring your left hand to your knee, tuck your chin to your chest, little nose. Bring both shoulders to your ears, lift your head up, relax the shoulders down. Setting up tall, tilt your left ear towards the shoulder. Take a right hand out on the floor, move it back just enough. Don't go anywhere, just take a deep breath and relax. Simply open your eyes, look out the right side of your eye up to the ceiling, lift your chin with the gaze. Take a deep breath. Slowly and gently rotate your nose, look down at your right knee, let your head hang. I'm sorry, that's your left knee. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath. Right hand comes back to the knee. Gently shake your head yes to the left. Tuck your chin to your chest, little nose. Bring both shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders back and down. Put your hands together. Thumbs rest against your heart. You choose to Om this morning. Close your eyes. Invite a deep breath in. Namaste. It was truly an honor and a pleasure to get to play with all of you this morning. Thank you so much for coming to play with me. I hope that all felt good for you. Please contact me if you want to just turn your mics on and chat. You're more than welcome. Let me know if I can do anything at all for you. Have a wonderful day. If you're not on the flow class, if you want a little more challenging class, tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, I teach a flow class. Let me know. I'll get you into it. And have a great weekend. Be safe.